What's up guys, it's Eric from Rare Candy and welcome back to the fourth and final round of the recent Standard Format League Challenge that I got to go attend at Cape Fear Games in Wilmington, North Carolina. So this is, like I said, the fourth and final round of the tournament, but we did upload rounds 1 through 3, so if you guys do want to see the other rounds, I will have links below in the description for you to check those out. So here on the left you actually have yours truly. I'm returning back from the round 1 video. I'm going to be playing Dusk Mane Necrozma Garbodor, or Metal Garbodor, whatever you want to call the deck. And then over on the right we have Mark Eaton returning from round 3 playing Buzzwole Garbodor. So it should be kind of an interesting matchup we have going here. Both of us are undefeated at this point in the tournament, so whoever wins will win the entire tournament. So a little bit of pressure on this match here. So we'll have to see how it goes, but I think on paper I feel like this Metal deck might be a little bit better positioned just because, you know, I think Mark's big differentiating factor for his deck, as opposed to other Buzzwole decks, is the Garbodor. But the Garbodor is pretty useless against my deck just because I'm also running Garbodor. I really don't have anything that's ability reliant outside of Tapu Lele. So just on paper, I feel like my deck hits a little bit harder. So we'll have to see how it goes, but my deck is somewhat item reliant. You know, I play a ton of things like Max Elixirs, Choice Bands, Float Stones. So Mark does play the Trash Winch Garbodor, so that could be you know, a factor in this match as well here. So here I'm just going to play a Cynthia. Definitely not a great hand to work with. Just a bunch of supporters. I think I had a Max Elixir or something as well. So nothing I can really do here. I really just want to get down, you know, ideally, you know, just ideally an energy attachment at the very least this turn. If I get Perilous City, that also could be pretty good here. Oh, and I actually do get the Perilous City. That is pretty nice. I do get the Perilous City down, and I actually might hang on to the Trubbish. I don't think it's that great in this matchup, and I don't think he knows what I'm playing yet. So, so if I bench the Trubbish, he might think, oh, okay, maybe this isn't Magnezone, because right now Mark's probably thinking he's playing at some sort of Magnezone-based deck. So kind of want to leave a little bit of mystery up in the air here. And it looks like he's going for a couple of Trubbish. So he's going for, he started to go for another Trubbish here, but remember I have Perilous City in play, so he cannot bench that extra one there. So okay, so really all he needs this turn was a Metal Fighting Energy, but it looks like he whiffs the Energy Attachment, which is pretty big to be honest. And here, I'm just trying to bait what I want to do. Have the Metal Energy I can attach, but here I'm going to play Sycamore. Unfortunately I do have to discard 2 ends, but you know, Mark didn't get down an energy attachment. I really just don't want to help him out with that. So here I'm going to get down a Registeel with a Metal Energy, so I can potentially use that Turbo Arm attack at some point here. It's that first attack on Registeel just for a single Metal Energy is 30, and you accelerate a Metal Energy out of your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So that could definitely be good here. I don't think I have a Float Stone or anything ready to go, but I'm kind of okay with that. For the moment at least. So let's see what Mark is going to choose to do. He actually does have a Cynthia in hand ready to go. So he is going to play the Cynthia. I was kind of hoping he didn't really have a great hand since he didn't get down the energy attachment either. So I was hoping I kind of had him like stuck a little bit, but he does have the Cynthia ready to go. So let's see, I'm sure he's just digging for an energy. That's the big thing. He really wants to get down this turn. See an Enhanced Hammer, see an Ultra Ball, see another Buzzwole. So let's see what he's going to opt to do here. Okay, so he's actually going to get rid of those with Ultra Ball, so let's see what he's going to get. Could get Trash Manch, could get Garbotoxin. So it looks like he's kind of eyeing down the Trash Winch. I think it's definitely the right way to go here. Maybe seeing that, you know what, his deck's not very ability reliant. I just need to have a backup attacker with Trash Winch at some point, which I think is the right call on his part. And here, luckily, I do top deck a supporter. My hand was not the best until I drew that. So here, I'm just going to play the N. I did have a Choice Band hand. I think maybe in hindsight, I should have put that down on one of my Pokemon. But I will have to see how it goes. So just going to end, you know, refreshing both of our hands. Maybe not benching or not playing the Choice Band could have been good just because of a Field Blower or something like that. So, and here I have a Celesteela in hand, have an Ultra Ball. So I think I have an Ultra Ball. I don't really know what I get down here. Could get like the Ultra Prism Star. So I think maybe I just kind of sit on this hand until next turn. I have an energy ready to go to use Meteor Tempest next turn, so I feel okay about that. Here I'm going to Ultra while getting rid of a Metal Energy and a Trubbish. I think that's actually okay, because I do have another Metal Energy ready to go for next turn, and so I can get the Giurleo Prism Star in play. That's going to be another big card here. Either that or another Dusk Mane Necrozma could be good. So it looks like I am favoring the Prism Star, just kind of seeing, you know what, I am going to use Meteor Tempest here in the next turn or so. So I'd like to be able to have a really good way at recovering those energies if need be. So going to get the Giurleo down in case of that. Also have Celesteela. Honestly, I don't think I should bench it here. Just because of Jet Punch, but I'm going to do it anyways, apparently. So I think honestly it was better off just saving the Celesteela, just because Jet Punch can soften it up a little bit, and Celesteela is honestly pretty solid because it does resist fighting, and any little bit of damage on it is going to make a difference in terms of Mark taking a knockout here. So actually a good thing I did not get the Choice Band down, because he did have the Field Blow ready to go, so good thing I did put that back in the deck. So he's going to get down a Floatstone on his Trubbish and then just play a Cynthia. That's fine by me. So I do know Mark plays Perilous City in his deck. That is a card I'm really hoping he does not get down this turn. I do play multiple Perilous City, so ideally I want to get another one of my own in play before he is able to get one of his own. So I think I saw a Fighting Energy, or I'm sorry, a Strong Energy in hand, but I think he already attached this turn, and Mark has the Perilous City, so that's honestly pretty big, because that means I cannot get down another Dusk Mane Necrozma at this point in the game. And here he does Jet Punch the Celesteela, which is actually pretty big here, unfortunately. Okay, I do have a Field Blower, so I can get rid of the Perilous City. That could be good, or I could save it for when I put my own back in play, but you know what, let's get rid of that and the Floatstone, because I'm going to take a knockout on this Buzzwole, and once I take a knockout on this Buzzwole, I want to take the option of a free retreater, you know, kind of away from Mark here. So kind of forcing him to commit to a Pokemon in the active spot for next turn without drawing for turn, and being able to play additional cards first. So here I'm going to get down a Max Elixir as well. So let's see, just going to do, I guess just do Meteor Tempest. I didn't get a good look at what else I had in hand. Let's see. Have Floatstone, have Choice Band. I really don't want those things in play just in case of a Field Blower. Don't really need them just yet. Floatstone I'm going to try to save for Dusk Mane for next turn. And Mark has the Perilous City ready to go. That's very unfortunate actually. And so here it looks like he's going to get a Garbodor up and running with Trash Lanch, which is actually going to be pretty big here. The Choice Band I think actually might put him over the edge to do enough damage to take a knockout. So very unfortunate there, but at least that does free up a bench space to get down a fresh Dusk Mane. And here, kind of just an awkward hand I have right now. I do have a Max Elixir, so that is worth mentioning. So we could, one thing we do, we can super out putting Dusk Mane and maybe some energy back into the deck. That way Max Elixir works a little bit more efficiently. So that seems okay. Or could, yeah, so that'll be good. We had Trubbish in there, nothing else too special worth putting back in the deck. Only downside of this is that it is going to make Trash Lanch do more damage here. But if I can just kind of play, you know, just play enough items to prevent this Giurleo from being knocked out next turn, that would be pretty good. Because I think I have like 6 or 7 items in the discard, and the Giurleo is resistant to Psychic as well. So I think I'm actually kind of safe playing these extra, you know, item cards this turn. So here I'm going to get down another energy with this Max Elixir onto this Celesteela. That's definitely going to be the attacker I need to pivot into at this point in the game here, I think. Since Celesteela can take a knockout on this Garbodor, also can use Blaster GX with a Choice Band to knock out Buzzwole if need be as well. So I do have a Tapu Lele. I could bench that just in case we see a Garbotoxin come down next turn. So I'm going to play that just in case, because like I said, if Mark does get the Garbotoxin Floatstone combo that is going to be pretty bad for me. I don't want to be stuck with a Lele in hand and no supporter. Here I'm going to grab myself a Sycamore, and I actually do remember, I think this is a bit of a misplay. I have a pretty big hand here. I have a Guzma, I have some good stuff, and I think I should have actually gotten Cynthia instead. So here I'm just going to use that Radiant Star attack on Ultra Prism Star. That's going to allow me to get a Metal Energy for every Pokemon my opponent has in play and attach it to my Pokemon any way that I like here. So here, unfortunately, Mark has the Guzma to be able to take a knockout on this Buzzwole GX. So let's see, he's going to play Rescue Stretcher, getting a Buzzwole back in play. Okay, it's actually not going to be a knockout. He needed one more energy. My mistake, guys. But I do still have a Float Stone to retreat it. I'm just trying to think if I... Unfortunately, I feel like I have to take a knockout on this Buzzwole this turn. I would like to honestly get Trash Lanch off the board just because it is going to be a pretty difficult attacker for this deck to deal with, to be honest. At this point in the game, Trash Lanch is doing a lot of damage. I forget how much. But by doing this, I can use Blaster GX to do 210, knocking out this Buzzwole, and putting the rest of my prize cards face up for the rest of the game, so that could be good as well. So here, just trying to figure out, what do I want to do? Do I want to Sycamore? Do I want to hold this hand? I really want to get down to energy attachment for turn. That's really what I want here. But I could save... could save the Guzma for next turn, but I think I should probably just Sycamore and get down another attachment. That's really what I need at this point. So here I'm just going to Sycamore. Unfortunately, I drew into another Guzma that turn, so that's actually a situation where I wish I would have grabbed Cynthia off of that Lele instead. So I think that was a misplay on my part, going for the Sycamore instead, the Cynthia on that last turn with the Lele. But nevertheless, I'm going to take a knockout on this Buzzwole GX, and I'm starting to set up this Registeel to potentially be a half-decent little non-GX attacker to pivot into at some point. So here I do have a Dusk Mane. Unfortunately, I cannot bench it. I have a Guzma ready to go. So it looks like Mark is going to go for a Lele. So let's see what he's going to grab here. I would imagine we'll probably see an N. So that seems pretty good here. That would definitely be pretty bad for me. And here he's going to end us. I'm going to get only 2 cards, which is pretty bad at this point. And I think he is going to be able to take a knockout with this Trash Lanch as well. Again, I forget how many items I have in the discard at this point, but I think he was doing like 140 last turn or something like that. So I do believe this Celesteela is going to go down, but I think I hit a Sycamore off the end, so I'm actually feeling kind of okay here. So here he's going to use Trash Lanch, taking a knockout on the Celesteela, and here I can promote this Lele. It has a Float Stone on it, and that way I can... Nice, and I actually hit a Dusk Mane. That's actually pretty good as well. The only downside right now is that I don't have access to Sun's Eclipse GX, that nice 3 energy attack, but right now I'm just thinking, at this point, if I can take a knockout on this Trash Lanch, I feel pretty good about the state of this game. Now here, luckily, I do hit a Max Elixir as well, so this N actually wound up, not being that bad for me. I have a Sycamore ready to go, I have the Dusk Mane. I actually have Ultra Prism Star, so what I can do is just promote Ultra Prism Star this turn and attack with that. Okay, and unfortunately, no energies to attach for turn, which is pretty bad here. But, I'm not sure how many items I have in the discard right now, but I'm pretty sure my Solgaleo is going down this turn, though. I forget how many I have, but one thing I should probably do here is, I think I have the Guzma in hand, so actually after I use this Radiant Star, I can just use Guzma, take a knockout on Lele or Buzzwole, and win the game. So what I should probably do, I think, at this point, is play down my hand a bit. I have an Ultra Ball, I have Choice Band, I have some stuff, ready to go that is pretty useless at this point in the game, and so just in case of an N or something like that, I think I should thin out my hand here. but I'm not going to. So here I'm just going to Radiant Star, getting a bunch of energy in play here, it looks like. And here, going to power up this Dusk Mane Necrozma and this Registeel, kind of saying, you know what, this Trash Trench is probably just going to knock me out this turn. No point in committing a bunch of energy to this Solgaleo. And here Mark has the end, which is unfortunate because I have the Guzma ready to go for next turn to take a knockout. But here, you know, I still get 2 cards and then an additional card per turn, so I can still draw the Guzma. My deck is pretty thin, so we can still make this happen, but it's going to be a big end here. And I don't see what I got here, so we'll have to see. Like I said, Mark is going to take a knockout, getting rid of the Ultra Prism Star, and here I'm just going to promote this Lele. And fortunately, Trashalanche is, Garbotoxin is in play with the Float Stone, so I can't use this Lele to get Guzma. And now I'm in a really difficult situation because at this point, if I attack with Registeel, I lose because I can't knock out this Garbodor. So I'm forced to actually attack with Dusk Mane here, unfortunately. Yeah, so now I just have to use Meteor Tempest, and honestly my prize cards aren't even very good either. I guess I'll get the Parallel City, or I could get Registeel. I don't think either one matters at this point. And here Mark has the Sycamore off of that end he played for us, and he has the Choice Band and the Energy ready to go to knock me out with Buzzwole here. So here he can just attack me and take his last prize, and he is going to win the 4th and final round here. So that means Mark actually won the entire tournament. He went undefeated here, so congrats to him as well. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tournament series. Like I said too, if you guys do want to see games 1 through 3, I will have links below in the description, so definitely go check those out if you have not already done so. But as usual, guys, feel free to like and subscribe, and if you can support this channel by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/rarecandytcg, or by picking up something from our online store at rarecandytcg.com, it would mean a lot. But with that, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you for the next one.